Let's understand HPE Aruba Networking Central on-premises installation prerequisites and setup details before starting the actual installation procedure.
Are you looking to set up HPE Networking Aruba Central on-premises? Before you start, ensure that you meet the following prerequisites.
If you are setting up a multiple node cluster, all the versions should be same. For example, while setting up a 3-node cluster, you must first check the version of the software in each node. To check the version, refer to Show Version in Aruba Central on-premises CLI Bank. If the versions are different, for example, 2.5.7.2, 2.5.7.3, and 2.5.7.4, then perform the installation steps from the beginning, which includes installing ISO, setting temporary network, transferring or installing the HPE Networking Aruba Central on-premises, setting up permanent network, setting up the cluster. If the versions are the same, for example, 2.5.7.7 on all the nodes, then, you can directly set up the cluster and need not perform the other steps listed above. In this case, you can skip the Central on-premises image installation video and directly access the Central on-premises installation cluster setup video.
The installation stage consists of the ISO install, the apps package install, and the cluster setup. As part of the ISO install, you must set the RAID 0, in case the server is not already set. Install the ELO interface using HTTPS server and make sure that ISO is on a local machine or on a HTTPS server. After this, you will install the apps package. There are two ways to do this: copy from the SCP server or copy from the HTTPS server. We recommend using the SCP server. For the cluster setup, ensure cluster network setting is ready and select the cluster size and then create the cluster.
You must have the following details ready before setting up HPE Aruba Networking Central on-premises cluster: FQDN, IP address, subnet mask, gateway, DNS IP for each node in the cluster, the VIP, even if it is for single node, and cluster FQDN. Ensure that the pod IP and service IP is within the mentioned range. Please note that any typo or incorrect details in the network settings cannot be reverted. The only option is to reinstall HPE Aruba Networking Central on-premises.
For optimal performance, use 10 Gigabit Ethernet interface for new deployments. When connecting to 10 Gigabit Ethernet interface, you must use only the 4558883B21 HPE BLC10G SFP plus SR transceiver. Nodes of an HPE Aruba Networking Central on-premises cluster must be deployed in the same data center and VLAN setup. To install or upgrade, connect to the network through 10 Gigabit Ethernet interface. Console access to the HPE Aruba Networking Central on-premises appliances is mandatory. Ensure a valid FQDN for each server node. The NTP server is mandatory to install HPE Aruba Networking Central on-premises. It is recommended not to rename or modify any file names during the installation. Make sure to meet these prerequisites for a successful HPE Aruba Networking Central on-premises setup. HPE Aruba Networking Central on-premises can be deployed in two ways. Appliance: in this mode, customers deploy Aruba Central on-premises on Aruba Central Appliance, R1Q05B, or Aruba Central Ready or Wave 8 Appliance, R1Q04B. Aruba Central on-premises on bare metal: in this mode, customers deploy Aruba Central on-premises on HPE servers. Note: while using Aruba Central on-premises on bare metal mode, you should only use HPE OEM ProLiant DL360 Gen 10.8 SFF CTO server platform along with the configurations mentioned in the server specifications table in the installation and setup guide.
There are certain password requirements that you must follow while configuring Aruba Central on-premises. The password must be alphanumeric and the minimum requirement is 8 characters that includes a combination of letters, numbers, and special characters. The below table lists the password requirements in details. After you set up your system with all the prerequisites, you can move to the actual HPE Aruba Networking Central on-premises installation steps mentioned in the HPE Aruba Networking Central on-premises installation video. Thank you for watching. For any queries or feedback, you can always write to us at arubatechpubindia@aruba.com.